guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Please also leave a comment if you have any questions. So today we'll be doing Google Analytics. If you don't know what Google Analytics is a tool that's provided by Google that allows you to track what your visitors do on your website. So it tracks how many customers click on into your link or your website. It also tracks the pages that your visitors view and things like that, but we'll get into it once we set it up. So right now we're going to set up our Google Analytics, but first let me go through the Google marketing platform. If you type in marketplace, marketing platform .google.com and then /about/analytics. Page tells you all about Google Analytics and the benefits and the features of Google Analytics. So let's get into it. So get essential customer insights. That's obvious. So you can get a complete understanding of your customers across devices and platforms. Google Analytics gives you the tools free of charge to understand the customer journey and improve marketing ROI. So basically it helps you to understand what your customers are doing on your website. It unlocks customer centric measurements, so basically measuring what your customers do on your website. Get smarter insights to improve your ROI. So yes, uncover new insights and anticipate future customer actions with Google's machine learning to get more value out of your data. So yes, so basically if you have, for example, already Google Analytics and then you have like a month's worth of data from Google that is sent to your Google Analytics, you can then take that data, understand that data, and then you can implement in marketing campaigns that are based on the data that you already have, so that to better improve the actions that customers take on your website. What else? We have connect your insights to results. So take action to optimize marketing performance with integrations across Google's advertising and publisher tools. Yes, so for example, you can link your Google Analytics to your Google Ads. So if you have a Google Ads campaign, all that data is then sent to your Google Analytics and then also integrated with what is happening on your website. So if you link your Google Ads, the Google Analytics data will then follow the customer throughout their journey on your website and into like the conversion. And then the last benefit is make your data work for you. Quickly analyze your data and collaborate with an easy to use interface and shareable reports. So basically you can share all the data with your team, or if you are a marketer, then you can share it with your clients, etc. So then dive into details, get a reliable measurement foundation with a built-in automation, intuitive and flexible reporting, cross-platform attribution, and so much more. So yeah, these are the apps, or these are the software that you can link to your Google Analytics. So it's designed to work together, use analytics with other Google solutions to get a complete understanding of your marketing efforts and enhance performance. So you can link it to your Google Ads, Google Ads 360, display and video, Google Cloud, Google Search Console, etc. So yeah, so let's get started. So to get started, you can just click get started today, or you can click over here, get started today. So let's click on that. That's downloading. You'll get the screen. If you don't have a Google account, like say for example a Gmail, then Google will first ask you to create a Gmail account and then you'll get the screen. But if you already have a Gmail account, you'll get the screen. So now you're going to create the account. So your account name is, you can call it your business name. So I'll call it test, or let me say demo account. Yeah, so here you can put in your company's name, or you can put in any name you want to put in there. You can even put, if you are a marketer, you can put in your client's name. So this section basically talks about what you are allowing Google to do with your data that you collect from your website. Okay, moving on. So now we're creating the property. So most of the time you would add like your www.mybusiness.com. So most of the time you would just put in your website's domain in this section to make it easier for you to remember which property belongs to what, to which website, etc., so that you don't get confused. And then you just put in your country, just put in your amount, your currency, and you say next. And then it just asks you all this information. You don't have to fill this in. You can just click create. But if you want to do that, then you can always do that. Create. Okay, so you must choose your country and then say I also accept the data processing terms. So this is the terms based on South Africa because I'm from South Africa. And then I say I accept. Now, now that we are here, let's go back. Let's look at the account settings. So this is where we were. These are all the account settings. If you want to change your account settings, all filters. So all filters, this is where you can filter your data. So say for example, if you don't want to track data from specific devices, say for example the devices in your company, then you can always create a filter here. Okay, let's now go to the property settings. So you have setup assistant, property settings, property access management, data stream. This is the important part. But let's go down. So this shows you what you can link to your Google Analytics account. So your Google Ads account will be over here. You can also link your ad manager links, BigQuery, display and video, merchant center, Google Play, search ads, 360, search console, etc. So let's go to data streams. This is where you can tell Google Analytics what you want to track. So if you want to track your website, you just click website. If you have an Android app, you can click Android app, and then if you have an iOS app, then you click iOS app. So let's read here. To set up data collection for your website or app, choose from where you will be collecting data: the web, an Android app, or an iOS app. Next, you'll get instructions for adding a data collection tag to your source. So for the purposes of this video, I'll just be focusing on the web. Set up your data stream. So then you just put in your website dot mybusiness.com. Yeah. And then you can name the stream name business. And then these are the enhanced measurements. It tells you what Google Analytics automatically collects. So if you want to disable like your scrolls, then you just click this, disable, and then you won't capture scroll events each time that visitor gets to your bottom. So I would suggest always putting all of these on. Enabling all of these so that you have as much data as you need, especially if you're starting with Google Analytics. But if you are obviously a veteran, you can choose what you want and what you don't want. And then you just click save and then create your stream. Basically, in order to begin collecting your stats or your analytics from your website, you need to add a code onto your website. So if you created your own website, say for example with Shopify or with WordPress, then you just need to add a couple of tags onto your onto your website. Sorry. So there's 3 ways to add this Google Analytics tag. So you can go through configure tag settings so that you can use like Google Tag Manager, and then you can manage, this is where you manage your connected site tags, and then view tag instructions. So this is where you'll go. This is an easier way, but I would suggest going install manually. So then you just go to your website, and then it tells you here below is the Google tag for this account. Copy and paste in the code of every page of your website immediately after the head element. Don't add more than one Google tag to each page. So then you just copy this and then you paste it in the head of your website, and as close to the top as possible, because you want your Google tag to trigger immediately when the visitor clicks onto your website. If you don't know how to do this, you can always Google how to add a tag to your website, or you can just ask your developer to then do it for you. So then you just copy this and then you send it to your developer. So on the right hand corner, you get all these options. You have home, you have reports, you have explore, you have advertising, and you have configure. So on the home page, obviously I don't have any data because I didn't connect my Google Analytics to a website yet. On the home page, these are like snippets of information that Google Analytics will provide for you. So you have the users, new users, average engagement time, total revenue, etc. And then on this side, it will show you how many users have clicked onto your website or have been active on your website in the last 30 minutes. And then the top countries will also show here. So because I don't have a lot of information or I don't have any data on this demo account, I'll just go to the demo account that Google provides for us. When you click on access the account, it will take you to this page. So then you just scroll down to where it says Google Analytics for property, Google Merchandise Store, or you can go to the app and web data, or you can go to the universal property. But I'm going to use the Google Analytics for property. Then the Google Analytics page or analytics account for that demo account will pop up. So here you can see how many users in the last 7 days, total new users, the average engagement time, so how long they spend. You can always click on these things here. The average engagement time per active user for the time period selected. For the past 7 days, this is 2 minutes and 17 seconds is the average time the visitor stays on the Google Merchandise Store. And so you can see in the last 30 minutes, there's been 72 users in the last 30 minutes. And you can see the top countries is the United States, India, China, Japan, Australia. That's in the last 30 minutes. Okay, if you scroll down, here are like snippets of information. Google organic drove the most conversions, 25.16%. And then these are the mediums. These are the sources and the medium. So Google organic. So that's like search, Google search, Google click per cost. That's ad, Google ads. So let's go to reports. So in the reports section, obviously you'll get the same information as the home, but then you get more information such as where do your new users come from. So obviously most of the visitors come from the direct, and then so they searched www.google merchandise store. That's where they come from. And then you have organic search, so maybe they searched Google t-shirts and then they clicked on the Google website. And then here we have display, so ads that are displayed on other websites, paid search, so that's click per cost, referral, paid video, and then cross network. And then we also have what are your top campaigns, home, organic, click per cost, referral, affiliate, and email. So you can see email marketing got 80 clicks in the last I think 7 days. Oh, yes, it in the last 28 days. So, also here you can select the date range or the time that you want to see the analytics for. So you can click today, you can click yesterday, the last week, this week, last week, last 7 days, etc. So this is automatically selected as the last 28 days. So in the last 28 days, these were the top campaigns, and then these were the top countries: United States, China, India, Canada, Japan, Taiwan, Singapore. It just shows you. If you look at South Africa, 215 in the last 28 days. So from the 27th of July to the 23rd of August, there's been 215 people from South Africa that clicked on the website. And then we have how are active users trending. So this snapshot basically tells you how you are retaining your customers. So how often are they coming back after 7 days, after 30 days? It shows you. So things like that. So which pages and screens get the most views? This is also a very interesting report because it shows you which pages on your website are getting the most activity. We have what are your top events. So these events you have to create. That's a video for another day. But once you've created your events, this is where they will show what are your top conversions. These conversions you have to obviously set as well. So these are the conversions that they are tracking at the moment. And then you have what are your top selling products. And then you can see Google Unisex Eco Tea Black, Google laptop and cell phone stickers, etc. Let's move on to real time. You'll see here what's happening in real time on your website. You can see that most of the visitors are using their desktop to search your website. And then second to that is they're using mobile to search your website, and it shows you the hotspots and where the activity is coming from. At the moment, you can see most of it is really right here. Maybe it's the time of the day for them where they want to do some shopping. And then you have users by first user source. For example, like where your users are first coming from. So obviously mainly Google search and direct. And then maybe they'll click on an ad that they see later, then that's the second source. But the first source is mainly Google and direct. So then you have users by audience, all users, non-purchasers, recently active users, etc. I mean, you can go through all of these and just like get a full understanding of what's going on here. Page title, views by page title, events, conversion, and then you can go also through all the business metrics and the life cycle metrics and retention, and then you can go through the demographics. Yeah, the demographics give you more insight into the user, the gender, obviously, but with this you have to set that on your home page. So let's go to tech. So then this tells you what system they are using. Are they using Android? Are they using Mac, Windows, iOS? Which devices they're using to search for your website? Which search engine they're using or browser? Device category, screen resolution. Like the amount of information you can get from Google Analytics is so interesting. Let's move on to explore. So this is where you can create your forms. You can create a blank form. You can create a free form. What insights can you uncover with custom charts and tables? Funnel exploration. What users' journeys can you analyze, segment, and break down with multiple step funnels? Path exploration, or the journey that your user takes. This tells you from a certain, let's say for example, from the home page, what other pages do they click on, or do they leave, or do they click on, or do they click out of your website, do they exit your website. And then we have segment overlap, so you can compare different metrics in an overlap type of form, or overlap reports. And then you have cohort exploration. It's also like a path exploration, user lifetime. Yeah, and that's it. And then here you can also view other people's reports that they've created. So if you want to see like an example, let's see segment overlap. So you can see that what she's compared, or he, I don't know, compared in the segment overlap is they've compared the mobile traffic with the desktop traffic, and how many people have clicked on the selected promotion that she's created. So you can see here that, let's go down, the amount of people that use their desktop and selected the promotion are 2,420 to 2,427 active users. And then you can go down and see how many people use their mobile traffic and their desktop, 191. And then you can also go down and see how many people from the mobile that have used their mobile and have used their desktop and have clicked on the promotion, how many of those active users are there, and how many have completed a transaction. You can see 33, and none of them have completed a transaction. So the values she's used is obviously active users, and she's used transactions. So that's what the values that she wants to track. It's just drag and like place wherever. You can't obviously edit someone else's report. So let's go out of this. But yeah, if you want to see other people's reports and how they've used these different reports, you can just check them out over here. So let's move on to configure. You can create your events, you can modify your events. So these are the events, these are like specific events that Google Merchandise Stores team are tracking at the moment. You create an event, and then if you want to mark it as a conversion, so they're saying add payment information, that is what they consider a conversion. So then that's when they clicked or selected mark as conversion over here. And then instead of looking, oh, how many people converted for a certain thing like Android lovers, all of your conversions are then stored on the conversion tab, and then you can just see all your conversions over here. We have debug view. The debug view is where you can see what is happening in your tags when you've created a tag and you want to see if your tag is working. So then you can just go to debug view. So for example, you can go to view promotion. So someone obviously clicked on an event that is named view promotion. So the Google team, obviously they've named it view promotion, and then one of the visitors clicked on the whatever event that is being tracked, and then now you can see what type of information has been pulled from Google Analytics. So page location, you can see Google Merchandise Store. Page title is home, obviously. So yes, that is about it for Google Analytics tutorial for now, for beginners. I will be posting more about Google Analytics, as well as Google Tag Manager, as well as Google Ads, and many more of from the Google platform. So please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Also, if you need any more information, you can always comment in the comment section. I'll also leave my email address in the description if you want to email me personally for any more information. Thanks for watching. Bye.